I lost sleep, not love, because love never left me. It only learned how to live quietly, inside nights that refuse to end. The world assumes exhaustion means regret, but they misunderstand the difference between a tired body and a loyal heart. I did not lie awake because I doubted what we were. I lay awake because what we were was too real to forget. Sleep abandoned me. The night silence began asking questions my pride once avoided, questions about timing, about courage, about words I kept folded behind responsibility. I lost sleep replaying moments that seemed ordinary then, but sacred now. Her pauses, her patience, the way she listened, without trying to fix me. Love did not fade with darkness. It grew sharper, more precise, more honest. When the world finally stopped watching, I learned that night is where truth gathers courage and love reveals how deeply it was planted. I lost sleep, not love, because love never needed rest. It stayed awake, guarding memories, with devotion that refused replacement. There were nights when my body begged for rest, but my heart insisted on remembering, not painfully, but faithfully. Sleep left because my mind kept honoring what mattered, and love stayed because it was never conditional. I did not miss her loudly. I missed her thoroughly in the quiet moments, between breaths, between thoughts, between the man I am and the man I was with her. The night taught me how honest love can be when no one is listening, when there is no audience, no performance, only truth breathing slowly. I lost sleep thinking about how love never asked me to be more than I was, only to be present, only to be real. That kind of love does not disappear, it relocates from touch to memory, from presence to permanence. Sleep avoided me because my heart was still awake, keeping promises that words never recorded. I remembered how she saw me before the world decided who I should be, how she believed before certainty existed. Those memories do not allow rest, they demand respect. I lost sleep to gratitude, to recognition, to the awareness that something pure once trusted me completely. Love does not vanish just because distance arrives. It simply learns how to survive without witnesses. At night, when titles mean nothing, when power is irrelevant, love sits beside you and reminds you who you were before armor. Sleep left because my heart refused to cheapen what once mattered by pretending it no longer does. I never wish to undo love, only to understand it, and understanding often arrives when the body is tired, but the soul is alert. I lost sleep, not love, because love did not exhaust me. It awakened me to a depth I did not know existed. The mind grew quiet, the world disappeared, and love spoke without interruption. I learned that regret does not keep you awake, truth does. And the truth was simple. I loved sincerely, without manipulation, without advantage, without preparation. That kind of love deserves wakefulness, deserves memory, deserves honor. Sleep returns slowly over time, but love never left. It simply stopped demanding attention and started shaping character. Even now, when nights are calmer, love remains alert, standing guard over who I became. Because of it, I lost sleep, not love, and I would choose that loss again, because rest can be recovered, but loving deeply is a privilege not everyone earns. Sleep fades with sunrise, but love stays, quietly undefeated, faithfully awake, inside a heart that never learned how to stop honoring what was real. Night became my witness, not because I feared the dark, but because the dark never asked me to pretend. When the world slept, I finally allowed myself to remember without defense, to feel without strategy, to exist without expectation. Sleep avoided me because my heart was still learning how to sit with honesty without needing resolution. I lay awake not from sorrow, but from recognition that some connections are too precise to be replaced and too sincere to be erased. I lost sleep counting the moments where love asked nothing from me except presence, and I failed only when I tried to protect myself too much. Night taught me restraint. Night taught me restraint, not through discipline, but through reflection, showing me that love does not demand perfection, only truth. I did not beg sleep to return, because wakefulness felt earned, like a vigil for something that deserved respect. I learned how loud silence can be when memory speaks clearly, and how gentle pain becomes when it is no longer resisted. Love stayed awake with me, not as a wound, but as proof that something real once lived here. I lost sleep, not love, because love was never heavy. It was exact, precise in what it gave, and honest in what it took. Night after night, I practiced letting go of control, not of feeling, and that distinction changed everything. I realized that rest does not come from forgetting, but from acceptance. Sleep returned gradually, only after my heart understood that honoring